Hey guys, welcome to Sky Academy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove blemishes and red areas from skin while keeping that natural texture intact. So let's dive in. Firstly, open your photo in Photoshop. Now, an error I've seen a lot of people make is when they use the paint tool and then they try and sample an area of skin near the blemishes they want to remove, and then they just simply paint over it. Now this looks patchy and not really smooth and removes all the skin's texture, which results in an unrealistic looking image. Instead, let's do this. Start by duplicating your original image by pressing Ctrl and J. It's Command plus J on Mac. Now, one of my tips before doing anything else is to go to Image, Adjustments, and then select Vibrance. Here we're going to reduce the vibrance and the saturation of the skin. This will help reduce redness in the later steps that we take. Next, we're going to invert our image. To do this, press Ctrl-I or Command-I. Then go to the Layers panel, which can be found in the top hand right corner. Click on this and click Convert to Smart Object. Then change its blend mode to Vivid Light. Then go to Filter, Other, and select High Pass. Now, essentially High Pass is a filter used to enhance details in an image, but we're going to use it for the opposite effect. So decreasing the radius will increase the edges and sharp lines in the image, while leaving flat color or gradual changes as they are. Though, if you increase the radius, this smooths out the image, which is what we want. Now, each image will probably need a slightly different radius. Here we want to increase the radius until most of the sharp lines and blemishes are faded out, yet some of the detail is still kept. For this image, a radius of 42 looks about right. Once you're happy with this, go to your top layer and click the upward arrow to hide all the smart object details, making your workspace easier to work with. Next, you want to add the mask filter over your current layer. To do this, click Ctrl while also clicking the mask option or icon at the bottom of the sidebar. Now, I have done this before and it created a white canvas instead of a black one. This was because I was pressing the Ctrl key instead of the Alt key. So if it's showing a white canvas instead of a black one, try pressing the Alt key instead. On Mac, it might be Command, but just double check. The black mask layer we just added will completely hide our duplicated layer. This means our original layer will be showing. We would therefore brush or paint white onto the black layer mask to show the smooth skin that we've created on top of the original image. To do this, select the brush tool and make sure your foreground color is white. Next, open your brush picker and ensure that you've got a soft, round brush type, and then change the size of this to suit the size of the blemishes you'll want to remove. You can also adjust the opacity of the brush you're using, depending on the amount of texture and details that you'd like to keep. As you can tell, this is slowly rendering and smoothing out all of her blemishes as we add our white paint over the black mask canvas. This is quite satisfying and I could keep doing this for a while until I was happy, but instead I'm going to do this as quickly as I can and show you my last tip. Okay, so now I'm happy and the areas where her blemishes were showing now look either rosy, pink, or have just completely disappeared. Though, as you can tell, there is 1 or 2 blemishes left that we do want to get rid of. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to show you my last trick. Firstly, we want to sample the skin area around these blemishes. Select the color and then select a brush tool and a brush size that's the same size of the blemishes you want to remove. You'll want to create a new layer on top of your duplicated layer and paint on this. Now, this tip is a bit of a hack I found while experimenting and editing a range of images. Now, there are a range of methods that you could use to do this. I just find this to be super easy and quick to do. Now once you're happy that all the blemishes that you want to remove have been painted over, you're going to blur this. To do this, click on Filter, Blur, and then Gaussian. Blur, is it Gaussian? I don't know, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it correctly. Now as you can tell, this has removed any blemishes or extra redness that was just persisting in a really smooth and natural way without it being too obvious. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you the before and after. So I've just grouped the after, and here's a before. I'm going to zoom in so you can tell. And then here's the after. Let me know what you guys think and if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.